Hey guys, Vulture here. So, first of all, things are doing good. Wayne's completely gone. I gotta just remember the second that I go back to work to avoid putting so much pounds on myself. Anywho, after my self-loathing, to the video. Rewriting Miraculous Season 1. If you guys don't know, Miraculous Ladybug, it's a good show, but there's nothing but complete yarn balls of knots and entanglements, and I think everyone has a way of rewriting this, so I went through all 26 episodes, and I made it into a better, I think I only moved a few episodes around. But I made it to where you can tell what month it is and how time passes. I'm looking at I'm going to do season 2 and 3 as well, but I'm looking at season 2 Heroes Day to be the brand new school year. So Heroes Day would be the anniversary of Ladybug and Cat Noir. So the first 2 seasons will be a complete year within this rewrite. Making, Hawkmoth's anniversary as well, and him going full force on season 2. I mean, the anniversary with him going Scarlet Moth. Anyhow, let's get this done. So, episode 1/2 would be Origins. This is kind of easy to, it's not, okay, actually it's not as easy to go over as a lot of the episodes. I'd kind of like this to be more animated because of CGI would be, it kind of freaks out at moments, so having a CGI, animation, I think I'm going to be starting to do, if you guys don't know, Dokkan Battle and Legends has all these pretty looking cards. I'm going to start creating these on an entire drawing page, so I can do my own card art. But I think I'm going to be touching Miraculous, Has-Been Hotel, Hell of a Boss, and I think I'm also going to be touching, I'm also maybe touching Dragon Ball, but I'm definitely going to be touching my own series of What Lives in Us All by making the 3 main characters banners. Anyhow, let's get into this. Basically, I wanted that kind of card art. You guys will be knowing what I want to look into for animation-wise. When you go see that, I'm going to be uploading those on Instagram. I'm probably going to be saying, hey, they're going up for a one of these videos, but that's kind of it. I ain't going to be going over it like I do my New War comics. Back to it, sorry, I'm going off. So, first of all, we're introducing the main cast of the classes, Miss Boustier's class. We have Marinette, Adrian, Olia, Nino, Alex, Nathaniel, Max, Kim, Chloe, Sabrina? Yeah, wait, I'm trying to remember the redhead's name. I'm trying to remember her name. I think it's Sabrina. It's been so long since I've watched an episode. Or any kind of, fan comic. After that, there's also Ivan, Maylene, Rose, and, I'm trying to remember the last one, Julika. That's the main, of course, the teacher. Principal Damocles. School starting. This is like September 2nd and 3rd. I looked up that it only starts maybe a week after Akron time. So September 2nd and 3rd, 2nd to 3rd to 4th. It's just within the next few days after the September 2nd, which is the first day of school there. Let's see here. You can of course meet Gabriel, Sabine, and Tom in this episode. Going over the main characters. Oh yeah, also the carers, which would be like the gorilla and Natalie. Let's see. We also have the school, the main home, which would be Adrian and Marinette's homes. The mayor, which is Chloe's father. You have Master Fu, the first day of Ladybug and Cat Noir. And then if you look at Adrian's story, Emily has only been gone for a few months past this. Because if you guys look at Santa Claus, it is the first Christmas without Emily. So I wanted to make sure that this carries the Adrian from that, because he's no longer emotional about it, apparently. He's like, oh, well, my mom's dead or gone or missing or left us. Oh, well, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm uploading a Raw Soldier video. Eiffel Tower, Hawkmoth, the miraculous abilities, the friendship between Nino and Adrian, and Alia and Marinette. Marinette only blushes after the umbrella scene, so it's a hint that she has a crush, and then during the entire first season, she slowly makes it more openly to everyone else that she does have a crush on him. Marinette is more clumsy, and let's see, what was the other thing? Oh, and her mind slips, so she'll be thinking about something and then she'll move to another thing. This makes her character more not Mary Sue than anything. Adrian only tests Cat Noir's persona during this episode, episodes. And I would like a transition at the end of each episode to where it tells you what the next episode is going to be kind of about. So the first two episodes is just their origins, and I kind of leave episode 1 on cliffhanger that Stoneheart was back. And by showing the Weather Girl contest between Aurora and what's the other one? The one that actually won. Aurora was the one who became Stormy Weather. So episode 3, we learned the TV studio. I keep forgetting the little kid's name. I'm forgetting a lot of people's names. We're also meeting the contest announcer. I'm trying to remember her name. Manon, that's what her name is. And I'm gonna say that it's not like it wasn't the beginning of the contest. At the transition, it's just saying we're looking for a new Weather Girl, and in the next month we will have a winner, and we're gonna have a contest. Anywho, it's been a month since Origins for episode 3, and it's October now. So maybe October 5th-ish. So this gives Cat Noir and Ladybug a better chance to be a grip over their superhero powers. They have a goofy friendship. They actually hang out. LB is confident. Kat has his persona. Um, and let's see. And I want the transition to be Gabriel just saying, because it's going to be, I'm going to be having almost every episode go for like a week apart from each other. That way, there's other Akumas we don't know about, but it gives the major events something different. And basically, Gabriel's just telling it's not a good idea to have a birthday party for Adrian. This goes into episode 4, the Bubbler. Number one thing, I'm okay with Stoneheart and I'm okay with Stormy Weather. Redesign Bubbler. Completely redesign him. I want him to have more of a party look because I'd rather not him look like a bubble dildo. So, anywho, just have him look like some party glasses, and also P.S. turned it into a teenager rated, so like a 13 and up. This way you can show blood and all that, and you get more violence. And then you can maybe do a soft cuss word from time to time. So let's see, back to episode 4, and then, it's not really anything different. Have just the transition from, basically just saying, hey, Alex, the skater girl, her father is the curator of a museum, and the museum is opening a Egyptian wing, an Egypt wing. Yeah, but an Egyptian historical wing. That sounds a lot better. And then this will be also. It's been a week since episode 3 into the so. It's been a month from Origins to Stormy Weather, a week from Stormy Weather to Bubbler, and a week from Bubbler to the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh is basically actually accurate with his Egyptian gods instead of just saying, "Horus, give me this." It's actually be accurate if you're going to make a villain, because this person has detail in his things, so make him sound smart, not stupid. Oh my God, this thing. It's not even uploaded yet. That's nice to know. I would have closed that thing if it was. LB and Cat Noir. The Egyptian Ladybug and Cat Noir are revealed by Tiki and by Tiki and Plag. The transition from episode 4 to 5 to 6 show that Alia is getting a little too much obsessed with the idea of superheroes and the idea of an identity. And also, in this episode, we meet Alex's father and brother. And of course, we also go into the museum, so a new setting. Episode 6, we have the hotel, the more higher up hotel. Mari promises Ali, because Ali is like, hey, would you tell me something, like a little thing, if you could? And she's like, I promise you would be the first person I'd tell, but as long as it ain't saying, I don't have to promise to someone else that I have to keep, from saying to someone else. So basically, she's promising Alia, I won't say anything as long as it ain't bringing another promise. And basically, because she promises Tiki, and doesn't really promise, but basically makes a promise to Master Fu not to reveal her identity to anyone. So, kind of can't do anything about that. But Alia, of course, is like, okay, you're a good person, and then doesn't even think about it like that. And then instead of, making a huge bit about Alia keep attacking Chloe, just as soon as she sees Chloe in the outfit, she's like, yeah, you're not LB. And then make the transition from 6 to 7. Kim challenging Alex. to erase. And then episode 7, so I'm trying to think. So from from Pharaoh to episode 6 is a week. I mean, to Pharaoh to Lady Wi-Fi is only a week. I'm probably gonna give the challenge between Alex and Kim only a day. So basically, Lady Wi-Fi and Timebreaker are back to back, day to day. This one is just nothing to change else than, transition from Timebreaker to Mr. Pigeon, have a whole bunch of pigeons show up to kind of give you the idea that pigeons are going to be a big thing. Also, there's a racetrack now, thanks to that episode. Episode 8, Mr. Pigeon. We were introduced to the pyramid, the glass pyramid, and the cops, also meaning you also don't really get to meet him, but you get to meet Sabrina's father. But the transition from Mr. Pigeon to the Evillustrator is Nathan is drawing a picture of Marinette, so showing that he has a crush on her. Episode 9, she does go openly to Nathan and say, "Hey, I'm just not looking for I'm kind of not open. I have someone else in mind. I don't want to hurt you, but hey, I want to make sure that you understand. That way it doesn't look like Marinette's just someone that's pushing everyone aside." And then, because Marinette and Chat Noir do meet up, at this point in time, Cat Noir hasn't said anything about loving Ladybug. He hasn't started flirting with her. But he ends up, coming to Marinette, and he's like, "You know what? Hey, you're a pretty nice girl." And then, they bounce off their personalities as Marinette and Cat Noir instead of, this heroic LB. You have a witty comebacker Marinette, and, they become friends, and the Mari Shot fandom can have something with them hanging out, along with the Ladybug and Cat Noir hanging out, so. And it's a friendly, not anything else. Cat Noir has not flirted with anyone yet. He just compliments people, and he does make puns, but it's more larger spanned than cat puns. But those are his favorite ones that he puts time and effort into them, apparently. And at the very end, have the mayor give Chloe the bracelet for Roger Cop. Is this done yet? We're 1% away from getting Raw Soldier up. Let's see here. So episode 8 is Roger Cop. So we're showing that the cop before was Sabrina's father. We have the mayor's office. We have mayor declares there to be a Ladybug and Cat Noir statue to be created. Oh wait, I forgot. So yeah, that's the setup for episode 11. I forgot to do the transitions. So yeah, so going from where was I? Yeah, it's day to day from Lady Wi-Fi to Timebreaker. Timebreaker to Evillustrator, I'm going to give a week. Actually, no, I'm probably going to give it a few days because I wouldn't give his drawing a comic that long. So it's only a day, not even a week span from Lady Wi-Fi to go to Evillustrator. And then I'll end the week with Roger Cop. And then, it's going to be a week for the statue to be completely built by, I think it's Theo or something like that. I never caught his name. I need to go back to the Marigold / Scarlet Lady where Chloe steals the Miraculous from Marinette. Um, Anywho, um, here we are. We're finally in November. It's episode 11, and this is Copycat. Um, Here is probably the moment of safety is the fact that Cat Noir notices that, I want to call him Theo. He's over here, kind of flirting with Ladybug, and then Cat Noir kind of jumps in, and, Ladybug leaves. And Cat Noir's like, hey, she's my partner in crime, leave her be. And he gets jealous, and he goes back, and this affects him, but he doesn't really know why he acted like that. And then to end it, okay, so yeah, so episode 11 is a pretty big episode because after Copycat is finished, Adrian kind of realizes, hey, holy crap, I actually have feelings for Ladybug. Within these 2 months of them fighting, and he's like, all right, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see how these feelings go, and if they don't change by Valentine's Day, I promise myself that the second I meet her on Valentine's Day, I will ask her out. This means that Cat Noir doesn't just, fall in love the very, second day that they meet. And, it develops into a crush, and then he's like, you know what? I want to see where my feelings go, and that following Valentine's Day, I will find out if, it can work out. And at the very end, Ladybug and Cat Noir are talking, and she's like, Cat, we're going to be having a little bit of a akumatization here real soon, and he wonders why. And then she points out that this is the first week of November. So what else comes in November? Voting for the mayor. So here we go. We have so one of the person who will lose the losing candidate will most likely be akumatized, and that sets up episode 12. And this is maybe a week afterward because it takes a minute for the votes to come in and for the winner to be declared. So it's gonna be a week from Copycat to Dark Blade. And Dark Blade, we meet Adrian's Chinese tutor, and we meet the fencing teacher, who is also the running candidate to be mayor against Mayor Bourgeois. And we also get to meet the fencing school, too. And we also meet Jagged Stone in this episode, too. We set up Jagged Stone in this one. And at the very end, it's announced that they're going to be doing a film festival, and they have a whole week to create the film, and this sets up episode 13, which is going to be Horrificator, that's what it is. And basically this goes the same way. It's been a week since Dark Blade, because it takes them a minute to make the script, to make sure they have all the actors and all that, and then they start basically filming it they film it so close to schedule. So this would be like the third week into November, and the transition from 13 to 14 does not happen because we're giving it this is the mid-season finale, because this is episode 13 out of 26. We have to do a Christmas special because this is actually December. Because basically we just finished November, so we're going into December. So the Christmas special, Santa Claus happens, and really just to end it with big old heart, in the city of love, and to not continuously put in snow. We're gonna skip January and go to episode 14 on Valentine's Day, guys. What's so fitting on February 14th, the 14th episode. And like I said, Cat Noir has promised himself to let some emotions. He's basically given himself 3-4 months ish. I'm gonna say 3.5 months to think about his feelings. So that's a pretty long time to think about your feelings. But he does say, you know what? I promised we're gonna be doing the Valentine's thing. But because of the whole Akuma situation with Dark Cupid, he has to hold them in, so it's not a bad time after such a terrible day. So he doesn't want to kind of put more stress on Ladybug, so he holds in his feelings. And Marinette goes back to home, and we're setting up episode 15 with Sabine saying, "Your uncle, is coming back." I think it's Chinese. I think he's Chinese. Chinese. And he's coming to do a cook-off. This sets up the episode 15. What's it called? Oh boy. I think it's something food, but I can't remember it. He's basically just an evil chef. Scooby-Doo rules here. And I'm probably going to put... See, this is probably... Hold on, I'm trying to think. Where did I put March at? Okay, so... Yeah, I only gave him... So it's been a week since Dark Cupid at the end of Dark Cupid... at the end of because it's been a week since Dark Cupid for the food villain to come out, and at the very end Max finishes his game, and it's going to be another week before the competition comes out. Oh wait, this is Gamer 1, right? Yeah, Gamer 1. So basically, we see Max playing the game, and we get to see the gaming competition. Sorry, I'm thinking of Gamer 2. But yeah, he sees the competition and he starts doing it. I'm going to say Adrian does too. And it's going to be a week after that when we have the competition for Gamer. And the only thing to change this episode is that Gamer has 1 and 0s during his classes to do calculations. Just so a little redesign. And then, Mari and Max are playing the game. And, Nino gets a little blush. And we get to see a setup for episode 17, Anna Man. And this is the episode where, Nino asks Marinette to go to the zoo. And basically that's how it is. And then, it sets up Alia and Nino as a couple. And at the very end, we have Chloe being a big fan of Ladybug. And episode 15 is just anti-bug. At the end of it, we're in March now. So first week of March, Anna Man happens. Second week, anti-bug happens. 3. Yeah. 3, basically, Marinette, promised Sabine at the end of Anti-Bug, she promised Sabine to watch Manon again. So 19 is Puppeteer, and that's the third week of March. Um, and Class Picks is announced at the end of that. And fourth week and final week of March, we have Reflecta, and at the very end, we meet the person who's going to become Pixelator, who is a huge fan of Jagged Stone. And we hear that he's going to be in town. And welcome to April, and we have Pixelator. And at the very end of that, we have X and Y music, and Jagged Stone doesn't really like it. And welcome to episode 22, Guitar Villain. And, to set up 23, we have the prince is coming to town. And I'm probably going to put Guitar Villain only a day or two afterward, because only reason Jagged Stone is in this environment is to get ready for a music festival. And the prince is coming for this after this. So I'm trying to think. And basically, Rose is showing Julika this gift she bought. It's not, no crush between Rose and Prince. It's just a welcome gift from Rose, welcoming him to Paris, basically. And, episode 23 is Princess Fragrance. Prince and Rose become friends because the prince is used to huge stressful days, and the Rose is nice enough to give him have a little fun. And at the end of it, we have the magician from Simon Says getting invited to the game show, like Nino is. Episode 24, this is Simon Says. Let's see here, because we're still in April, I think. Yeah, for the rest of the show, for the rest of this season, it's April. And, Simon Says happens, and at the very end of it, to set up episode 25, we have Maylene asking Marinette to make a hat for her dad, who's going to be in a play here soon. And then episode 25 is the mime, and at the very end of it, Lila arrives. And episode 26 is Volpina. And the only thing that ends this is with a dramatic ending for season 2 to be set up. And this is, we have Hawkmoth's little, he does like a little pun or something at the end of every defeat. Like at the end of Timebreaker, I believe it's like, you may have won this time, but your time is running out, or something like that. He makes a comment like that. And after the comment, we don't know who it is at this point, but fans do know, Natalie's heel clicks. And if you guys don't notice, basically, Cat Noir hasn't said anything of his feelings. Marinette is not obsessed with Adrian, but her feelings for him are growing. Cat Noir is friends with Ladybug and Marinette, and they actually hang out, and it's not just, hey, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, I'm just Cat calling here. But, no, he actually does not, he doesn't do anything between Marinette, and it's just hanging out with LB and Marinette. So his feelings are out and about. And, Marinette isn't huge, like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, she may do it a little bit, but that's kind of it. And, huge thing is we don't know who Hawkmoth is at this time, because it hasn't been revealed yet. So season 2 is where I'm going to be revealing Gabriel is, Hawkmoth. But anyhow, guys, that's the end of season 1 rewriting. I'll probably be back tomorrow with season 2. I mean, yeah, season 2. I don't know. No, I think I was going to say, like, episode 2 to correct that, but that would have been worse. But anyhow, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.